I'm sure it'll still taste nice. Pan's all clean. Come on. Yes. Now then everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this week's video, we've come to a spot where just behind me, you might be able to make out, there's a stream. Now I have been here some time ago, last year. Probably about beginning of last year. So it's been a while since I've been here. And I thought, why not? Let's get down here. We've got a bit of a dry day on our hands finally. So it's just a case of getting pitched up, getting some firewood and just chilling out. I have got some food to cook over at fire and something to test out, so let's get to it. Right, well it's a bit of a warmer day today, so shouldn't be too bad. For weather wise, it's saying on forecast no rain, so we'll see what happens there, won't we? See if it's finally true. But I have come with really warm clothing on and I'm like, I'm dying from it. But what I'm thinking, let me just hear me out, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of putting my tent here, straight across here, and then I'm thinking of putting my tarp at a bit of an off angle, going that way, either having fire around here, or we can have it over there, we can have it anywhere, but I'm thinking of having the tarp just a little bit away from it, so we've got more room to manoeuvre under the tarp. So what I'm going to do is I'll get tent up first, we'll see where that sits, and then we'll get tarp out and see where we can get that put up. And get the tent out. Buried is the word. There we go. The little miniature tent. I love this tent. Pack's tiny. Plenty of space for me. I'm sure opinions vary, but let's get her up. Dear. Just nice to have a clear day. Right, where's my doer? Tell you what, it's a lovely day today. Already getting close to that springtime now, aren't we? Getting there slowly but surely. And I've definitely put on far too warm clothing for today. But as you well know yourself, it can always take a turn and drop at night. So better to have and not need than need and not having it. That's the way I look at it. So I need to get this done and the tarp ASAP because I need to get firewood processed, and that's going to be a timely job, messing about. So just working out where I want this tarp to go. Like I say, it's probably not going to rain, but I aren't taking any chances anymore. I'm thinking if I go from there to there, I just don't know. It's always awkward to figure out where you're going to put a tarp. Now, I see a lot of channels on YouTube just doing it, but they'll cut the video, figured it out and just started doing it. Or they'll have been there before. I've been here before, but I've never used a tarp here before, so... And then it's knowing how much length you've got on your guy lines or ridge line to string it up. I'll try it the way I was saying and we'll see how it goes. If not, I'll move it to here. So that can go to that tree. That's my thought process. That to that tree. This I've got an idea for. Yeah, it should work. It just needs to come over this way a little bit. Should work. If I don't use the pole, what's going to happen is it's going to go like that down to the ground. So I'm using the pole just to lift it. But if needs be, I can tie the pole off to my tent. But it seems to have it once I put tension on it more. So for me, I have had the Nortent Vern 1 polycotton. This reminds me of the look of the Nortent Vern 1, but the non-polycotton version, so the sil nylon basically, the lighter weight one. This reminds me of that. It's just that's basically got another bit of a vestibule at this side, so it's not straight into the tent like this, you know, it just sort of comes over more domed. But for weight, 1.6 kilo, it's no, is it, for a winter tent? Right, let's get this mat up. And I don't know how, every single time I come to woods, there's always crap inside the tent. Just works its way in there off your legs and stuff. Doesn't matter what I do, I always get it in. I need a little mini pocket hoover, don't I? A little tent hoover. You're perfect with that. Right, let's get this up. Sweating. Fucking cosy is this, isn't it? Proper little cosy shack. I've just got to pump up my pillow. Get this in. And there we go. So now I just need to get all other little bits and bats out. Chair, cooking gear. I need to dig out my saw and my knife so that I can put the knife on belt and saw and venture to find some wood, because it just looks a bit scarce around here. That's why I don't normally have fires around here, but and with it being so wet recently, we've had a nice day, a dry day, a breeze coming over at river, well, stream, so it should have dried some of it out. So we'll get a knife on belt, saw, other bits and bats, and we'll just crack on. Get my knife on belt. I'm just sort of getting all my stuff ready now so that it's prepared for later. But I do need to get a wriggle on to get this fire pit built. I haven't brought my folding one this time. So I'll get my fire pit built, firewood process, and we'll get it lit. The saw, put that there because I'm going to be using that. The trusty hot water bottle, so that can get thrown straight in tent and then it's just there in it if I need it. The new cup as well. What do you guys think? Yes. Always feels like you've got loads, and when you start using it you're probably missing bits. Do you know, you think, oh, I could have done this with this as a little luxury or that, but I've gone the lightweight route and it doesn't make any sense for me, because I come to woods, I might go to odd little venture out somewhere, but it's just a waste of time for me. I'd rather be comfy while I'm in woods instead of struggling and being cold or uncomfortable. Not the worst having to kneel on the floor all the time or sit on the floor. So that's why we've got a chair. So we'll get this up. I'll make sure there's no else left in my bag. Then I'm going to go start collecting some rocks and some firewood then. Because I want to start getting fire going. Well, it's a bit lighter as well. Because it is starting to slowly get to the point where I think it's light now till about 5:30, 6. So it's changed from 3:30, 4. So we've gained like an hour or two. Right, now we're sorted, ready to go get some wood. So what I'm going to do is get some wood first. I've already seen loads of rocks, so I'll get them after I've got the wood. I want to make sure I've got plenty of it first. And then we'll get a fire going. But what do you think? Cosy setup that, innit? Looking forward to tonight. It's gonna be nice. Just want to get this fire going now though. So we need to make sure that there is plenty of firewood. And wind keeps picking up a little bit, but we are near an open plain over the other side of where this water is. So let's go get some wood and we'll see what's happening. Right, so I'm just looking for any bits and bats like this one, because that'll be perfect for all that. So that'll do. Then if you look at the rest of it, bearing in mind the big bit down here, that's on the floor, so I won't mess with that. But these bits, these'll do, because these should be absolutely bone dry, because they've been in air and there is quite a breeze. So I just need to find more like that. So we've got that, and that's pretty much right near camp. Camp's just there. There's another one there just hung up. This one. So this'll do. What else have we got? There should be quite a bit of deadfall because we've had crazy winds and weather. Like there's this here that's just hung up. So we'll see if this is any good. Oh god, I think that might be damp. Oh. Nah, it's dry. So we've got this that can go with a pile, and the rest of it as well. Wonder if I can break the bottom off. Oh, nah. Break my back doing that, I know that. So, just scouting about, we've already got that pile, but we're going to need a lot more than that. So let's have a look. Because there is, I mean, there's a big tree there down, one there, so we've got one here, one there, one there. The only problem is, look at this to get to it. It's like a swamp. I ain't messing with that. If really needed to, I'd go. I mean, there's even one just here as well. I need to find them nearer to this path. See, there's loads just lying about to get the fire going, but that, yeah, that's dry. So that'll do. But we need a lot more. What have we got here? Got one here, sort of leant up against the tree, but some of it's in that bog. But that'll do. I don't know if you can make out, you can just see tent just there with tarp. And as I say, I aren't messing about with any hardwoods or all like that. It's just going to be what I can find that's softwood. Right, let me get all this together because there is quite a bit around here. Then we'll get back to camp. Right, so I just want to figure out now where I'm going to put this fire. I'm thinking around here. I mean, as much as it says it's not going to rain, that wind's picking up like it is going to. I'm just clearing some of these pine needles off at ground where I'm going to put it with this flat rock. And then I'll cover it back over tomorrow morning with a pile that I've just scraped off once it's out. I'm just basically getting it down to mud, so there's not much of an area to burn if it does want to get really hot. So I'm just building a straightforward, down and dirty fire pit like you'd have at a campsite, or what you'd make as a kid. It's a nice little round fire pit. Something straightforward, no hassle. What we'll do is we'll put that one there. Because there's a bit of a gap in the rocks. That one there. And then that's it. It's a simple fire pit, not special. And we'll just get fire going there. Rocks are just basically just to stop it as much as possible from spreading. I could dig it down a little bit, but I don't need to. It'll probably burn down just a little bit anyway over the period of me using it. So I think that should do. So all I need to do now is get some of this wood processed out. If you're wondering as well, I had to take my swan dry jacket off because it's wool and it's red hot. And this that I'm wearing actually has like a fleece layer underneath. So what I should have done is I should have layered up and put a t-shirt on underneath this. And when I got here I could have taken both of the warm layers off. Because I don't know if it's because I'm doing this graft and what have you, but it feels red hot. Even with breeze. It's well warmed up today. But with that comes the dehydration. I'm feeling quite, dehydrated. So I want to get this wood processed, have a drink, and then we'll consider getting a fire going. Hey, look, I've come off at kneeling mat again. Wet knees. So yeah. Right, let's have a quick swig of a drink. I've brought my jerry can of water, and then we'll get some of this wood processed and get a fire going. Right, so I've literally just come a couple of metres from camp. I'm just going to use this downed log as a way to brace the wood that I'm splitting. Right, I just want to use one of these as like a knocking stick. I forgot. Might use this one. Get some knots off of it. Right. So I need to split some of this down. I can't be putting it on fire like this. The thicker it is, the longer it burns, but it's a smoulder burn, it's not really solid burn. Don't know if this knife will do these, but we'll see. It's a bit of a weird angle is this wood. this one that I cut. So what I might do is take some bits off of it, do it that way, because it's just chewing my stick up. Like that, till I get down to a size that's reasonable to split. There's a massive knot running through it, that's why. And there you go, once you've chewed it down, you can go through the centre of it. Bone dry. That's what we like, isn't it? Finally. Right, what else have we got? Some of these are a little bit mossy, so I think we'll struggle to burn with that on. Look at that. Sun making an appearance there. Just feels nice to have it on you. I don't know, you can tell straight away that feel good. It's not good this weather, is it? It's not on. I have brought my fire lighters. I'm looking for some birch bark. I'm going to use some of that, but there's none. Can't seem to see any. And there's not any decent amounts of pine resin, so what I've done is I've just put some of these couple of logs at the back just to raise it up a little bit, and then I'll just put my fire lighter inside. I'm just going to use one of these wood wool fire lighters. So I'll just break it open as per, and what we'll do is we'll use fire steel. Come on, yes. Get this underneath, and that should get going nicely. It's a smoky boy, I tell you that. Right, let's get some thicker stuff on as well. And fingers crossed we don't get too many sparks from it. Going towards my tarp, because that's the last thing I need. And we'll let that get going. What I have got, what I'm using to make my frying pan be able to not have to sit on coals and hover, is my fire anchor. The only problem is I ain't got I couldn't find the hanger bit to hang my pot, but it's not a problem because my pot will probably just sit on that anyway. So stab it in ground. and it will just hover like that, and I can put it up or down. So I might also, I can swing it out way, so I'll swing it out way for now, and I am going to get my pot on and have a brew to start. I've got a brew skipper in a bit, but fancied a brew first. Brewdini. If you don't know what the difference is, a brewdini is a cup of tea that lasts 2 minutes because it's so nice. A brewski is obviously an alcoholic beverage. That's how I've labelled it anyway. You can tell me I'm wrong all you want, I ain't interested. I'm making a brewdini. Brewdini. So I have got in here, this is my stainless steel camp stove. You'll probably see me use this in the morning. I haven't used it in a while and thought, you know what, it needs to get used. It's a bit weighty, but it's a beast. Never fails. So I'll just put some of this stuff back in here. So it's out at road, including the stove. It's lovely, that fire. Put the handle on this. I need to grab my water. I brought my big water, although I'm near this stream. It's not worth filtering it, I'll be honest with you. We once checked online, me and my mate, when we camped here, because there was a weird smell. And you can find somewhere online that shows where they dump the water once it's been treated. And they tend to class it as overspill. If it's to get rid of it basically. And they'll just dump it in rivers. So we know that this is where they dump it, and I ain't messing about trying to process water from here. It's not worth it. I've got a grill, I still won't trust it. Not a chance. Right, let me get my water. So I always bring a jerry can. This I just got from a local shop, like a DIY shop. It is for water, because it is a camping one. 5 litre. So if you're wondering, I bring 5 litre every time. If I end up with some left over, that's fine. I'd rather not need than need and not have. So let's see if this sits on that little perch, and we'll christen the new camping cup. Oh yes, lovely jubbly. Look at that. See if we can get it a bit closer down. And there we go. And then when I'm done, just swing it out that way, let it cool a bit. But for now, I'm just going to let that bad boy boil. Smoke's blowing that way a little bit, so I've just moved my chair to here, just for now, so I can get a nice little coal bed going. Oh, I'm loving it though, absolutely loving it. Shouldn't be long before that's boiling. It's red hot is that fire. Although it is going to make my pot sticky as out on bottom. But I need to find the hanger piece, so it's like that, it comes off and it's like a hook. So you can hang pots on it and stuff. Or you can even have it, I could have it out here and have that cooking and use it for a lantern. Put my lantern on it. So could do with digging it out really. But for today's camp, doing job is this one. I only need it for this pot and my pan, so how's everybody else's week been? Mine's been a little bit hectic with little and been struggling with milk a little bit that is on. So we're just trialing different things. It's nice to be out. Nice to be out chilling. And I'm proper looking forward to food as well. But yeah, next time I think I'm going to bring a t-shirt underneath this just in case. So then I can take my wool jacket off and this and still have a t-shirt if I'm warm. And if it gets chilly, put this on. If it's even colder, put on my wool jacket. It's just too much. Didn't realise weather had got this warm. Just warmed up out of nowhere. Mad. Oh, I've got a film saved for tonight because where I am, it's not the best for signal. So, yeah. Thought I better have something downloaded, hadn't I? So I've got something to watch. Because you can't beat watching a film when you get tucked into your tent. It's perfect. And if you're wondering where this fire anchor's from, it's the TJM Metalworks fire anchor. It's a company in the UK. If you just search it on Google, it'll come up, or Instagram, TJM Metalworks. Yeah, they do some really good stuff. I've had this for quite a while as well. I've had this about 4 years, this fire anchor. And it does tend to go rusty because I believe it's just steel, just standard steel. It's not stainless or old. But adds to character, doesn't it? I'm not arsed. I have a feeling that's boiling. Yeah, starting it now, can hear it. Yeah, it's just starting to boil. Yeah, I thought I'd do something different this time. I've been using that folding fire pit loads of camps, haven't I? And it's just convenience really. But I might leave this fire pit here for next time. And then I've always got it here. That's if no one finds it and starts messing about with it, ruining it. Yeah, we're at a boil. And then I'll just put this on here. It'll stay there. It'll stay. I'm on a bit of a slant where I've put it. There we go. Oh, we're at road now, isn't it? Yeah, it'll just cool down nicely. So what I'll do is, because I'm sat here, move my table round. I'll put it there. Yes, lovely jubbly. I think later on as it starts to get cooler and that wind direction might change, so I can just sort of perch there. But for now, there's no issue here, is there? I just need to put plenty of wood on this, keep it going, don't I? Can't be letting it die out. can tell the difference with pine. It burns really hot, really fast. So that pile won't do no, to be honest. But I have got some there, and there is more. I just didn't carry it all back. Thought, is what it is. I've got my head torch. I'll just scout for it after. Yeah, you can see where I had my chair smokes just going that way. Although now I've said that, it's probably going to come to me. But I'll have this brew, my brewdini, and then I've got a brewski. But I might have that while I'm making food, like a chef special. Got to look after head chef, haven't we? Dear me. This weather's obviously a sign of things to come. We're slowly getting there. Slowly getting towards spring, aren't we? Anyway, skål guys. Here's to a good camp tonight. And here's to it not raining. Finally. This is when I cut next clip in it and it's peeing it down. Imagine that. No, I can actually see some blue sky. Finally. Although there is a big bunch of clouds where the sun's trying to beam through over that direction. We have got blue skies here. But it did say cloudy, so... oh well. Right, so it's about time for a brewski. As per, Hawkstone Lager. And then I'm going to get this food on. Skull, guys. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right. Let's get this pan on. I'm going to need a bit of oil. Might be a bit much that. Just come out of nowhere then. And then we'll get that on there like so. Handle's a little bit heavy, so it's wanting to drop back, but whatever. It's alright with the handle it comes with. I could have shortened it, to be fair. If I'd have shortened it, it'd have been fine. And I've got some season all seasoning, which is salt, paprika and pepper. And we're going to be having pork loin steaks. Come on, we can get you on a nice little balance. Right. So I'm just gonna put some of this in here, like this, all over them. Give them a bit of a shake around. Try to make sure that this oil is hot enough. And we're cooking, aren't we? We're cooking, right. Let's see how this goes in. So we'll get 2 in to start with. Put it in that way. And then we'll coat them on this side. Yes. Oh, look at that. Now it's got some food in. Lovely jubbly. That's all we need to do. Get a bit of food in it and it's fine. But now I'm not reaching into the fire. You know, to grab the handle. It's out of the way of the fire. So I'm just going to cook these and just eat them as is. I ain't messing about with them. I ain't having out with them. I just decided I'm just going to have a meat feast. And that's it. Because you can't go wrong with a meat feast, can you? I was going to get Chinese 5 spice on this. And I don't know what drew me towards this season all, but yeah. Look, that's it. Oh well, maybe Chinese 5 spice next time. Lovely jubbly. Right, so I've put a little bit more wood on fire just because it started dying down a bit. So, in fact, let me have a swig. Let me have a swig of this bad boy. Lovely jubbly. So, we'll see what's going on here. Oh, look at that. Cooked to perfection. Yes. Oh. Yeah, I think this would have been a lot nicer with Chinese 5 spice, but I'm sure it'll still taste nice. Oh, I'm gonna try it. Lovely, jubbly. So, oh yes, look at that. Lovely. It's beautiful. It is. Can't beat pork, can you? Can get other ones going. Plenty, haven't I? Got 4 pork steaks. I just thought I can't be bothered. Let's just go Crocodile Dundee. Why not? This is how we do it. Na 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 na. So, the weather's still warm. I wanted to put on my wool hoodie for a little bit. Wool hoodie, my wool fleece shirt, and I was sat here thinking, oh, it's getting a bit chilly with that breeze. Then all of a sudden, breeze is gone. No breeze at all. It's just lovely, absolutely lovely. Let me just turn these over. I've let them burn up a little bit. Let them get a little bit burnt there, not paying attention. But yeah, I'm loving it. So as I say, it's quite warm now. If it keeps up like this, I'll have to change the way I'm dressing when I come up woods again now. But it's one of them. What I'll do is, I'll end up putting on just a hoodie and a t-shirt underneath or something, and then I'll get caught out and it'll just drop freezing. So you just can't win, that's the problem. But maybe if I layer up with a t-shirt next time, I can take off layers, can't I? Oh. But here's to a good night in woods. So we're looking at what I wanted to buy to eat. So I've had steak recently, and I've had burgers. I thought, I had pork. I had bacon obviously on my burgers last time, but do you know what? I'll get some pork. I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get belly pork, but it was plain. I don't want no plain belly pork. If you get belly pork, you need to get it where it's had seasoning on it in the pack. It's no good me bringing it to woods. I mean, I can season it in woods, but it's nice when it's been in the pack, sat with the seasoning. It's like it's fused to it. It's amazing. So I need to go to a different shop that does it like that, like salt and pepper belly pork. Oh, talking naughty there. Right, let me check on these. I have a feeling they're nearly done. Oh, nearly done, guys. So welcome back. I've had a nice little tidy round. I've just got my brew station ready because I've got pot on fire. I don't know if you can make that out there. I've got the pot on the fire here, just waiting for that to boil for a brewdini. I've got that sorted. Pan's all clean. Sorted that out, so that's nice. Yeah, so I just need to take it off its stick and put it back in its pouch. I might even keep that stick, to be fair. I do want one though that's like this with a limb coming off of it at an angle like that, so that I can hang it, that I can keep as well. So yeah. But yeah, I've just finished my brewski as well. Oh, hey up, little moth. Yeah, so that's all gone. So yeah, even tents organised as well. Everything inside tents organised. I just need to get all this organised and put it in vestibule. I'm going to leave my bag in vestibule tonight as well. This moth keeps coming round, look. Getting attacked by moth. It's because of light, drawn to light. But yeah, I think this is just about ready. All I need to do underneath here as well is just put everything back in the pouches so that there's some like organisational skills involved, and it doesn't just look like it's just been thrown everywhere. But that's pretty much boiling, is that? Yeah, it's pretty much at a rolling boil. So I'll get this brew made, which I do need a tea bag for. And then when I get inside tent, well, when I'm going to get inside tent, I need to make sure that I've got everything organised in doorway for unlimited brews through night, because I like to have plenty of brews. I mean, although I've only got about 4 or 5 tea bags, so yeah, there's a limit to my limit tonight, isn't there? A limit to the unlimited. So yeah, I'm just going to make a brew, and then what I'll do is I'll bring you guys back when I'm getting inside tent, and I'll bring you inside so you can see how cosy it is. Yes. Loving it. So I'm currently just sat inside my tent doorway. It's 8:10 at night now. I've got everything set up in here, as you can see. Got my hat just there, e-cig, sleeping bag, pillow, yeah. Got my knife inside pocket down here. Don't know if you can make that out, but that's just down here. And that's about it, to be fair. I have got, you can see, I've got a brew on go just here. You can see that. My cup at the ready. All sat there, just nice. My little brew station at the side of me. Yeah. And also, I've got a movie going called How It Ends. Yeah, can't beat it. Let me just pause it for now. It's like an apocalyptic style movie. I was meant to watch it last time it was, but never got around to watching it. Ended up putting something else on. But yeah, I think we're just getting there now with this brew. Yeah, because what I am going to be doing is making a brew and hot water bottle. Why not? It's not freezing, but I've got the luxury. Why not do it? Might as well do, Anna. But yeah, film on go, hot water bottle and a brew with some snacks. So the snacks I have got, I brought out the crisps I didn't finish last time when I was out with my mate. So I got the Max jalapeno and cheese. Sour Patch Blue Raspberry. Yeah. Dime bar. If you've never had a dime bar, before, try one. And I think that's it. Although I think I have got another little snack. Pepperami. I don't think I'm going to be eating that though, because I've had far too much meat tonight. But you can eat Kettle now, just about going. And I've got this on the lowest setting, this burner. If I'll put it on full, like max, it goes crazy. It goes absolute cray. Watch this, are you ready? See if you can see it. Like a jet engine. Yeah, there's just no need to have it on that much, if I'm honest with you. I'll end up burning the tent down. That's how bad it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna get this film on, get a brew, hot water bottle and get snug in here. So, as per usual, if not happens during the night, then I'll see you in the morning. Morning guys and Skull. Here's to a nice dry morning finally. So I'd say yesterday for me was probably the first dry day we've had without any rain at all, even during night or anything. Thumbs up on that one, eh? I've currently just come down to where, well, I'm a couple of metres away from tent and the river's just there, the stream, so I'm just sat here just looking, chilling out. I've actually seen a stoat here before, going in and out at rocks when I've sat here for long enough. So I'm hoping I see it again this time. But yeah, peaceful morning. It's chilly though, it's a chilly morning. Yeah. The tent does have some condensation inside it, but it is normally like that in most tents. You always get a little bit of condensation when it's cooler. So I've just left doors open to air out. Oh, but it's nice to just be able to just sit away from camp a little bit, because it can get a little bit frustrating, can't it? Always having to be where your tent is, and yeah. Oh, I do need to start bringing breakfast to woods. So I've woke up a little bit hungry, so I might have to start bringing some breakfast. Yeah, it's a nice little setup. I did last night though, before I went to bed, I noticed, because the ground's a little bit tougher here, I noticed the poles weren't sort of sitting into it with a handle upside down. Normally, when I've done it where I've camped before, I can do it with the upside down, the handle on the floor, to stop it from sinking. Well, stop it sinking too much, and it just sort of sinks in a little bit and make sure that the pole don't move anywhere. But here, the ground's a little bit harder, so what I've had to do last night is I took the rubber things off the tips and I turned them round just before I got into bed and stabbed them into the ground a little bit, and then guide it back again. And that's purely just to stop if there were any wind, because like I say, it was getting a little bit breezy yesterday. If there were any wind, I didn't want the tarp lifting and then the pole lifting with it, and then when it lands, the pole just sort of flops. So yeah, I stabbed them in ground, the front and the back, so the poles are solid. But yeah, all in all, it worked out well. Managed to have a fire going for as long as I needed it. So yeah, thumbs up. Don't forget just to drop me a comment down below, guys. Just let me know your thoughts on the camp out. Even if there's any gear that you're interested in, just let me know and I'll get back to you. It does help the channel, you know, when you do click the big thumbs up or comment. It does help. So if you can do it for me, I appreciate it. Every little help's done it, and it takes what, 2 minutes of your time, if that. Keeps the channel going, so I can keep bringing you guys good content every week. Yeah. And then thank you to you guys that have been buying the coffees on Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description box. I don't want to be pushy about it, but if you want to, it's there. And I know a few of you have. So big shout out to you guys, you know you are. I am thinking of doing something for the Buy Me a Coffee people and the people who contribute to the channel. Been coming up with some ideas, some fun ideas. So you'll have to stay tuned to the channel and see what happens with that. Yeah, chilly morning. No sun, unfortunately. But looking at the weather app, it's not meant to rain all day. I think it is later on tonight. But yeah. Oh. So I'm not in a big rush this morning to get off home. So I am just going to chill out for a little bit, have a vape, have my coffee, and just enjoy this little view that I've got here while it's finally dry weather. So I'll bring you guys back very soon. So it's that time now, guys, for pack away. So I'm just going to start getting stuff all packed up into the bag. Tent's probably going to need a bit of a dry out. Tarp bone dry, so that'll be fine. But the tent, just a little bit of condensation inside, not major. But I'll just hang it up at home, outside, and let it dry. Shouldn't take too long, as it's not raining. Also, I wanted to mention as well, me and Mrs. like horror movies, and been looking forward to the new Scream 7. So if any of you guys have seen it, you have to let me know what your thoughts are. Don't drop any spoilers or all like that. Just let me know, out of 10, is it a big thumbs up? Is it a 10 out of 10 or not? Because by the time this video drops, Scream 7 will be released. So you'll have to let us know what your thoughts are. Drop a comment down below. Yeah, I'm excited to see it, and I want to try and get hold of some merch as well. We've been eyeing up the cup with a mask on it, and the head where you can open it, the popcorn bucket. We don't normally do stuff like that, but we love us horrors, so it'd be a collectible for us. I know, it's sad, but it is what it is. So I just need to get all my pouches out my bag now, and then start packing away. The dreaded pack up process, but luckily it's not raining on this one, so it's not going to be as bad. Yeah. So I'm all packed up now, guys, and ready to get out of here. I've got bag on back, water, jerry can down here, and rubbish bag on floor as well, ready to take with me. So I'm going to get home, get a shower, chill out, maybe watch a film tonight with Mrs. How it should be. I've enjoyed this camp overall. And if you're enjoying the content, do consider giving it a big thumbs up, or maybe even drop a comment down below. It helps the channel, it's something small, why not? Let's grow this community, guys. So without further ado, until next time, peace.